tourney?
Journey is a contest for knights. You a knight?
I'm no farmer.
Yet you've come dressed as one.
Sir, I could squire for you. And you could teach me. Every knight needs a squire. And you look like you need one more than most.
A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1. So, Knight of Seven Kingdoms is the third Game of Thrones series. This series takes place in between House of Dragon and Game of Thrones. It's a different era. It's a different type of Game of Thrones show. So this is set about 50 years, maybe 60 years, maybe 80 years, something like that. But before the events of Game of Thrones. Dragons are dead, so we're past the point of the Targaryen Civil War in House of Dragon. If you're expecting a show about the intriguing conflicts and the politics of Game of Thrones, this is not going to be your kind of show. This is more of a comedy series. And there are some very comedic moments in this show. I don't want to get into it because some of them are really, really funny that I really enjoyed. The show basically it's about Sir Duncan the Tall. Sir Duncan the Tall, it makes a mention in Game of Thrones. Egg makes a appearance in Game of Thrones. It was in Season 4, Episode 1, when Joffrey is reading through the White Book, the deeds of the greatest Kingsguard captains. And it's like 3 pages for Sir Duncan the Tall. Well, quite a man, Jaime Lannister says, so they say. So this is during the early parts of the first tourney about how him and Egg connect. Egg is his little squire that they journey together. He becomes Sir Dunk at the time, but really Sir Duncan's squire. He pisses off some Targaryens, finds out Egg is actually a Targaryen, and chaos ensues. And what I really did like about the show was it goes back into we look at some medieval war films or stuff that is like, oh yeah, it was all glorious and honorable, but a lot of it was just fighting in the mud, fighting in the dirt. War's not pretty, no matter if it's done with knives, guns, whatever it is. It's not pretty. And like I said, I really enjoyed the show. I thought the comedy was great. It feels like Game of Thrones, but it was such a refresher. I feel like, for me, I love Game of Thrones. The first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones was incredible. The season 6 was pretty good, but then ever since then, I've been trying to find a reason to really love the show. Because House of Dragon, it's been fine. Season 2 was not good. I'm hoping Season 3 can rebound. But this season it just was refreshing. It was fun. And it's a different type of show. So if you're going to this show thinking you're getting your Game of Thrones fix, this is a different show. It's about it's kind of like a buddy comedy. 2 guys that are going from place to place and learning the ways of being a knight, being honorable, and some others cool. There's a lot of cool stories. I've read bits and pieces of the books. There's some cool stories, and if it can conclude with maybe doing a big time jump and go into more of the epic battles that Sir Duncan gets involved in, would be kind of cool too. So this show can be really interesting in a few years, really. And I love that the show is coming. Season 2 is coming out next year. It helps when you don't have a big CGI budget, but I want TV shows to get back into yearly releases. No more of these 2-year shows. I know I am speaking to the choir, but I forget what happens 2 years ago. I'm getting older. It's kind of harder to remember stuff. So guys, those are my thoughts on The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I really enjoyed the show. Very funny show. Very cool show. Love the characters. Looking forward to seeing more. Only negative was the episodes are kind of short, but like I said, it's a comedy series. So guys, what's your thoughts on Knight of the Seven Kingdoms? Where they are, comment below. Let me know. You guys like to do this, but subscribe, see more, and tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.